Indiana Fever's new position in ESPN rankings after Sophie Cunningham injury. The Indiana Fever's 2025 season has been marked by highs that suggested a breakthrough year and lows that continue to test their resilience. Second-year guard Caitlin Clark has been sidelined since mid-July with a groin strain, leaving the backcourt already thin. Aari McDonald and Colson are also out long-term. And on Sunday, Sophie Cunningham added to the team's injury concerns after leaving the game against the Connecticut Sun with a knee injury. Despite that setback, the Fever refused to fold. They overcame a 21-point deficit to pull off the biggest comeback in franchise history, stunning the Connecticut Sun 99-93 in overtime. Kelsey Mitchell delivered a masterful performance, scoring 38 points and keeping Indiana's playoff hopes afloat in a season that has been anything but straightforward. Indiana Fever slip in ESPN rankings amid Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham injuries. Indiana's momentum took another hit in the latest ESPN Power Rankings released on Tuesday. After holding the No. 6 spot last week, the Fever dropped to No. 7 as questions swirl around Clark's and Cunningham's health. Clark has now missed 13 straight games, while Cunningham was injured in the first quarter against Connecticut and did not return. She is set to undergo an MRI, with the severity of the injury still undetermined. The drop represents a continued slide for Indiana, who just 3 weeks ago reached the season-high No. 4 ranking after a 5-game winning streak. That run seemed to signal the Fever's arrival as one of the WNBA's top teams. But inconsistency has crept back in. Indiana has lost 4 of its last 6 games, and while Mitchell's soaring outburst provided a reminder of their potential, depth remains an issue. The schedule provides no relief. The Fever face the first-place Minnesota Lynx in back-to-back games this week, hosting them on August 22, before traveling to Minneapolis 2 days later. The outcomes of those matchups could play a decisive role in determining Indiana's playoff positioning. With little room for error in a crowded postseason race, Caitlin Clark's return is key to Indiana Fever's playoff push. Amid the uncertainty, the Fever are holding out hope that Clark can return before the end of the regular season. The former Iowa star, who is in her second WNBA campaign, did not make the trip to Connecticut as she continues to rehab her injury. The team has not set a firm timetable, but there is optimism that she could be available in the coming weeks. Clark's return alongside Mitchell would give Indiana the offensive punch it desperately needs as it tries to withstand Cunningham's potential absence. At 19-16, the Fever sit in 6th place in the standings, leaving them at risk of slipping out of the playoff picture.